So when this is done, the recording, I would like for it to be in the senior Google classroom so they can always.
The recording process is what you can marry can download it. Not all you can send.
Okay. Hi, Jesse, how are you? Oops. What am I doing? Hi, Sophia. I'm doing great. How are you? Hi, Naya. Hi, everybody. Hi, seniors. Thanks for joining me today. Good to see everybody. Everybody's just coming on in, so we'll get started here shortly. Did I see the senior survey? Where did I see? Oh, I know where I saw it. And all right, guys, we're gonna get started here. Everybody, hi, Brittany. Good to see you again. Long time no see. All right, guys, if you'll just hold on, I'm gonna give it just 1 or 2 more minutes here, and hopefully we'll get some more people jumping on. You will? That's a nice. Okay, guys, so it's 1 minute after 1. We'll go ahead and get started. My helper, Mr. Metzner here, will admit students as they are coming in. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us today. I cannot believe that third quarter is ending here just next week. This year has flown by. And you'll see that the end of this school year and graduation is going to be here in the blink of an eye. It's going to be a blur. So there's a lot going on. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us this afternoon. We're going to go over some different things. Again, I would hope that all of you being seniors now realize that your school of enrollment is the Lee Virtual School. I do have students when they complete applications and such, and they ask, what school do you attend? Sometimes students will still put down homeschool, and we're not homeschool, and you guys are on the way out. But I just want you to make sure that you know who is here. Miss Yolanda Rodriguez, you'll see her, the information specialist. When we talk about transcripts later on in the meeting, she's the one that's going to be in charge of sending out transcripts for you once everything has posted and is clear. So there's our office phone numbers. You've got my number, my contact, Mr. Barnes. He is not on today. He is out under the weather this afternoon, so he is not joining us. Okay, so the agenda here is just a couple of things we're going to go over in this meeting. Attendance reminder, last day of classes, talk real briefly about graduation requirements, testing, bright futures, transcripts, senior survey, graduation, financial aid night, which the last financial aid night is actually going on tonight. It will be at Estero High School. And if you have not completed the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, if you're the first in your family that's off to college, your parents or guardian might want to attend this and just get some help. After this first time, it'll be a lot easier because the FAFSA is something you'll need to complete every year that you're in school. And then FSW has a really cool job fair opportunity going on for Lee County seniors. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Guys, just a reminder, I've been getting still a lot of emails and questions on attendance. And even if you are ahead of pace, which many of you seniors are, you do still have to log into the class. So, the teachers are just following the policy. It's like you're showing up for school. Even if you are ahead of pace and you're not logging into the classroom, into the dashboard, into the educator, then you will be marked absent. So just keep that in mind. That is happening. So some of you seniors are kind of falling. Thank you, Ms. Bonadies. Yeah, once you're done with the course, if you're complete, then you're done. The teachers won't be looking for you. And some of you are already completing classes. You're just kind of blowing my mind. Obviously very excited to get graduated. Some of you seniors I've been having to call. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're not working. It's like you're taking a vacation. You've already graduated. Clearly that's not the case, guys. Every year it just gets real heartbreaking when we have a senior come this far and then want to participate in this graduation and then you're not done. And that's a problem. So the deadline is May 5th. Next week, you should be at 50% complete approximately of all of your courses because third quarter is done. We've got fourth quarter for the other half. Please, 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 guys, be working every day. Most of you are doing a fantastic job, but some of you need a little bit of a push. So I don't recall off the top of my head if there's any senior that did not finish a class from semester 1, be it English 4, government, econ, a math class, something that's required for graduation. If you're a senior in that boat, make sure that you are working ahead of pace so you can finish semester 2, and we'll go back in and reopen the course that you may not have finished from semester 1. Yes, I do think senioritis is getting to some of you. I agree. Okay, so the diploma requirements, I know all of you guys know what the credits are that you need. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Mr. Barnes and myself, we've gone over your academic histories. We've checked and double checked, and everything that you need in order to walk across the stage or to pick up your high school diploma is on your schedule, guys. So please just make sure, you know, those graduation required courses, that you are communicating with your teachers, that you are working every day. The goal is to be done as quickly as you can. So the teachers aren't slammed at the end trying to grade. It's just not fair, and it's just, it may not get done. So I did not pass out academic histories for this class meeting. If you would like one, email me or Mr. Barnes will happily share that with you. Talking about the requirements, foreign language is not a graduation requirement, but if you are applying to a state university, they're going to be looking for that. And also for any student qualifying or wanting to qualify for Bright Futures, remember that is a requirement. Community service hours are not a requirement. So the testing schedule is out in most of us. There are a couple seniors. I got some early grads that are needing to take the US history EOC. I think I got a senior in geometry. So make sure you're marking down your calendars. The Florida Civic Literacy exam, that is a class for students that are in US government that plan on going on to college. That test is not a high school test. It's a college test. It has nothing to do with your high school diploma. But my understanding is once you get to college, you will be required to take that test. So you can take it now, hopefully pass it, and that will be on your record, and then you won't have to worry about that. So that's going to be Tuesday, May 23rd. It's actually after graduation. US history is the same, and the same for geometry. So if you're any of those students with those EOC courses, let's talk a little bit before now and graduation. I've been seeing some faces come in. We have been doing some retakes. Seniors, I'll be seeing you again if you are in need still of the reading FSA. That's going to be the Tuesday after spring break. We'll be taking 2 sections of the ACT test on that day, Tuesday, March 28th. And then if you need the algebra EOC, any seniors out there plan on being here on Wednesday, the 29th at 9 a.m. to take the ACT maths. Reminder about Bright Futures, guys. Many of you have qualified already for the academic scholarship or the merit scholarship. Many of you are just missing test scores. So again, if you are curious to see where you're at and you have not signed up for a test date, you need to. There's a March 11th coming up. That deadline, actually that's the Saturday, and I know many of you have signed up to take that SAT. There's a May 6th one, and then there's a June 3rd, which isn't on this chart. So the June 3rd SAT will be the last test date for any of you seniors that are wanting to go for the Bright Future Scholarship. So if you have not tested at all, and many of you haven't, I would register for the May 6th test date. And if you're lacking in an area, then you still have that June 3rd test date to sit for the SAT and try and get the score that you need on the SAT. So for the academic scholarship, if you have a 3.5 core GPA, that test score that you're looking for is a combined 1330. And then for the medallion scholarship, which is a 75% approximately tuition at a university, or 100% tuition at a state college like Florida Southwestern, that combined SAT would be a 1210. So yeah, guys, again, there's many of you that have not completed the application for the Bright Futures. So I really want you to get there. Where is that? I thought I opened that. It's the Florida Student Financial Aid link. So please. I do. Oh, yeah. Open. Okay, so guys, this is just a one-time deal. This is for the Bright Future Scholarship. You have to apply in order to qualify. It's the only time that you need to do this. So you'll go here to the state grants and scholarship application. This whole thing should take you about 10 minutes. If you have qualified, or I think you're going to qualify, I've been reaching out. But you are a first-time applicant, and the first thing you need to do is create a student account. Okay, so if you are one of the students that have not completed this yet, please, please, please take about 5-10 minutes, go to this website and complete this Bright Futures and state scholarship application for me, please. Naya, in order to qualify for the Bright Futures, you need to have 75 hours of community service hours or 100 hours of work hours. And if you're working on that, you can continue, I would say, up until the end of June to submit your hours. So you've got some time to get those done if you would like to, and then make sure you sign up for testing because you also need to have those qualifying test scores. No, that won't affect your application at all. Okay, any questions on the Bright Future Scholarship? Again, transcripts were sent up at the end of the first semester. Some of you have already qualified. Be checking your email. You will be on a database. So whatever school you go to, they'll be able to see that you're getting the scholarship, and they're going to put it in your financial aid package. So it's definitely a good scholarship to have. No, Jade, you have to have the SAT or an ACT test score. The AccuPlacer is not going to count for you for this scholarship. So I would definitely make sure that you go ahead and sign up for the May 6th SAT, and then again the June 3rd SAT, just to give yourself some more time, and then they'll mix and match the higher of the scores for you. And then for the ACT, we've got April 15th. That deadline to register is going to be this Friday, March 10th, and then the June 10th ACT will be the cutoff date for you. The July test date will be too late to count for Bright Future Scholarship. So you'll definitely want, if you're going to try the ACT route, and then you could potentially do 4 tests, like 2 of the SAT, 2 of the ACT, to attempt to get the score that you need to get that money. And that money will follow you from semester to semester each year. No, you can go ahead and apply for Bright Futures. Absolutely. That'll give me the permission to send your transcripts up. And then once you, anybody who did not qualify at the end of this first semester, at the end of second semester, once all the grades are posted, once all the new SAT and ACT scores from this semester are posted, turn in your hours. Once those are posted, then at the end of the semester, it gets uploaded again. So if you did not have everything that you needed, someone was just missing a half a credit of a science or something, and taking it at the college, so it's not read. So I would apply, go ahead and submit the application. And then as you're doing your hours, make sure you're submitting them to me so I can have it all documented correctly on the transcript. That's a great question, Ms. Hill. Yes, you can absolutely access that scholarship for up to, I want to say, 3 years after you graduate from high school. So it will be there. Students take a semester or a year or even a couple of years, they can access that scholarship. Great question. So you guys, I got a lot of dual enrolled students out there. Please know that you will need to reapply to FSW. You are no longer going to be a dual enrollment student. You're going to be a full-on college kid. So you will need to complete the readmit application at Florida Southwestern. So any of my DE kids that are out there and you're continuing at FSW, please make sure you go to their application page or admissions page and complete the readmit application. You should not have to pay a fee for that. Transcripts, for Florida Southwestern. What was I thinking there? Okay, dual enrollment, readmit application. Make sure you complete the FAFSA form if you have not already. A lot of money goes collected each year, and that's like, you could qualify for free money, grant money, which is money that you do not have to pay back. It's different from a loan. So as you know, you're no longer duly enrolled. Now you're going to be in charge of your tuition, your textbooks, materials, and things. So please make sure you're completing that FAFSA application. And just a reminder that Estero High School is having a financial aid night tonight at 6 p.m. So if you would like to go, I know that they are actually helping people complete the FAFSA. So you'll want to bring in some tax returns for your parent. But do know that tonight is the last available session. And I've talked to some kids who have actually gone to other ones, and they've found it to be very helpful, very informative for the parents, especially. So another thing I just want to cover are transcripts, guys. I've been getting a lot of emails and phone calls from you guys saying that when you check your portal at UCF or USF or wherever you're going, that they're waiting for transcripts. What they're looking for are your final transcripts. So that's going to sit there. We can't send out your final transcripts until you've graduated, until the graduation code is on there, till all the EOC scores are back. So there is a Google link on the senior page. Senior page. If you go to the senior page, at the Lee Virtual School website, you will find a link that says transcript request. And if you complete that request, Miss Yolanda, who I brought up earlier in the meeting, she'll be checking that through the summer and sending off those transcripts for you once they've been completed. So, no, thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's what that's all about, guys. So you're going to see that transcript. They're going to be waiting on transcripts. FSW, the same thing for students dual enroll. They need to see that you actually did finish high school, that you completed everything, and you do have your high school diploma. So again, if you go to the Lee Virtual School website on the senior page at the very bottom, you'll see a transcript request. It's a Google Doc. And you'll complete that and let us know where to send those transcripts for you. Yeah, and Sadara, in some colleges, we'll ask for a transcript of what you've done now. If they didn't have you complete the SSAR, some schools are asking you to self-report your transcripts, and other schools are just requesting that we send. So again, if you need them, complete that transcript request, or you can email me, continue to. But definitely for the final transcripts, you're going to need to complete that Google form. I won't be here in the summertime. So that will be up to Ms. Rodriguez to get those out for you once those are complete and finalizing. And if you need one sent now that's not final, just let us know and we'll be happy to send that for you. Oh, this is the page where it shows on the school website at the very bottom there, you'll see that transcript request. Okay, they got the link for the Bright Futures, all kinds of good stuff on the senior page. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. So the senior survey, guys, this is something that I need from every single one of you. I need it before graduation, please. I need to collect this. The district asks for this information at the end of every year. And basically, they just want to know what are your plans once you leave us. It's a very, very simple form. You're going to put in your information. Your choices are what I plan to do after high school, attend a four-year college or university. That would be Florida Gulf Coast University. Attend a two-year community or state college, FSW, for example. Attend a technical college or school, Fort Myers Tech. If you go into the Paul Mitchell Hair Salon School, those would be technical schools. Entering the workforce directly, which many of you are already working in jobs that you're going to be able to move up and continue making some good money. Enter the armed services, And number 6, if you're uncertain of your plans at this time, and hopefully the majority of you are not, or at least have some kind of an idea. And it's okay that it changes because things will change. But, you know, as of right now, before May 20th, I need for all of you to complete this form for me. Or other, sometimes many of you will take a gap year, take a year off, go do a mission trip or whatever. So this is something that I need for every single one of you to complete for me once you know, and by May 20th, please. That's the senior survey. Any questions on that? Okay, so now we're gonna go and talk about graduation. It's gonna be, like I said, guys, it's right around the corner. It's gonna be here before we know it. We are first up on Saturday morning. We will be downtown at the Calusa Sound Convention Center beginning at 10. I'll expect everybody to be there by 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer to graduation. Caps and gowns are arriving as we speak. They're coming in. Just so you know, the procedure is that caps and gowns are always sent to the high schools. And then at graduation rehearsal, once we make sure all Chromebooks, all dual enrollment books, any band uniforms, ROTC things from other schools have been returned, then we'll give you the cap and gown at graduation rehearsal, which is mandatory for any student that does plan on walking. So I have had some students call, students that were with us and now at our other schools are like, oh my gosh, I got a Chromebook that I have from you guys, and they're bringing stuff in. So please make sure that you are now in this final lap here, checking your closets, your back seats, your trunks for any supplies that may belong to either Lee Virtual School or Bonita, whatever school you came to us from. So guys, be looking now so that you're not surprised you don't get a bill coming at the end of the senior year saying you owe $85 for a textbook or something like that. On the senior page, we do have a senior timeline. Rehearsal is going to be May 17th at 6 p.m. It will be here at the Lee School District office. We're going to take care of all kinds of business there. If you are planning on walking, you must be there May 17th at 6 p.m. If you're not walking, if you haven't purchased a cap and gown and you don't want to take part in the ceremonies, you're welcome to come in anytime after May 20th. You do have to come in. We cannot mail them out. So just know if you're not walking, that's okay. We will have your diploma here ready for you to come pick up after the 20th. I've been getting a lot of questions about tickets. How many tickets? Every year the district will let the schools know how many tickets each senior is allowed to get. So we don't have that number yet. But I can tell you between you and I that we never have an issue accommodating all of our seniors and their families. We should have plenty of room for everybody. Another question I've been getting is about cords, honor cords, and we will be providing, if you have a 3.0 unweighted GPA or higher, or 3.5 or 4.0, we will be providing cords for you. No need to purchase them. You'll get them in your gown, your cap and gown packet at rehearsal to have. Oh, and then the senior slideshow. Mr. Metzner, you want to talk a little bit about the senior slideshow?
Sure. So the senior slideshow itself, I went ahead and put a Google form on the senior page. I know you're not ready to submit pictures and stuff yet, but please take the opportunity to at least view it so you know what to expect. So you can turn in a photo of yourself and a photo of you and the family or a photo of you and friends, and we can put that in the senior slideshow. I haven't really talked about it much. It is on the senior page right now in the calendar, so you can go and check it out if you'd like. You could submit that one time, so make sure you're ready to submit it before you apply, okay?
Okay, any questions on the senior slideshow? It always looks really nice, guys. So I hope that you will access that link. You'll upload a picture or two for us to have going across as you're walking across the stage. Nate says he doesn't see this. Oh, you didn't put that there.
Yes.
It's on the, go to the Lee Virtual School website, go to under students to senior, and you'll find it there, Nate. Okay, and then the next senior meeting, guys, mark your calendar. It's gonna be Wednesday, May 10th. You will be done with your courses. That's gonna be kind of like the week after you've wrapped everything up. We're gonna get ready the following week to collect Chromebooks and materials. So we're gonna talk again, on Wednesday, May 10th. Very briefly, just getting ready for rehearsal, gearing up for graduation, answering any questions, going over information that seems to be most wanted out there. So please mark your calendars now for Wednesday, May 10th at 1 p.m. And we'll be sending out a link in the messenger, and I'll have that link to register in the senior Google Classroom as well. Mr. Mike Powelson, tomorrow, if you guys, I don't think any of you have jumped into my dual enrollment info sessions, being seniors, but if you think you might be interested in Cape Coral Tech, Mr. Powelson is going to be doing a presentation tomorrow via Zoom at 11 o'clock. If you would like to join in and just hear what kind of programs are available, you could go do a visitation. But they've got some pretty cool stuff out there. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. I believe Miss Bonadies also has the link for the dual enrollment info session on her welcome page. So just know that Mr. Powelson will oh, Sophia, so redo the senior survey. I did have it up there in the first semester just to kind of get a feel to see who knew what they were doing and what was going on. Yes, redo when you're ready. I'm going to take the latest, the second semester senior survey. Thank you. Okay, wait, I wanted to talk about so FSW, for any of you guys that are, where did I put the information on the job fair? Let me go here. LVS. This is the Google form, guys. Okay. So April 6th, this is cool. This is something that's never been done before. FSW is holding a job fair. People are needing employers all over the district. We are a little bit different than the brick and mortar schools, whereas they're loading kids up on a bus and taking them over to FSW. I am inviting all of you, any of you, to get to FSW on Thursday, April 6th. It'll begin about 10 o'clock. It will go till 1 o'clock. There will be various employers there from throughout the county looking to hire students, graduates. They're going to provide lunch. I think it's a really wonderful opportunity. There's a permission form, but you guys, that's more for transporting on buses and things. So if you think that you are interested and you would like to go see what jobs are out there, what's available, even just do some interviewing skills, just having that experience of employers asking you questions, just getting that confidence and that experience. What I do have, what we will have, and this will be in the Google Classroom as well. If you are interested, I just need to know. I'll meet you there at the school at FSW about 10 o'clock on the 6th. But if you, I think bring up to like 35 seniors. So if you're interested, please complete this Google Doc before March 30th. So that'll be the Thursday after break. If you could please complete this Google form for me and let me know that you are interested. You don't have to worry about the permission slip. You do have to provide your own transportation there. But again, it's a great opportunity. I really hope that you guys will take advantage and see what's out there and find yourself a decent, nice paying job. Okay, any questions? Sophia, then if nothing's changed, you're good to go. Any questions, guys? You can go ahead and unmute or go ahead and put them in the chat box. I would love to see your faces there at the job fair on the 6th. So that's a pretty cool opportunity coming up. Again, you will need to provide your own transportation, but they will be providing lunch. They always do a really great job anytime they host us for workshops, meetings, conferences, things like that. Questions, comments? Anything on your mind?
The research class, Mrs. Baker, is there anything for it?
No, not yet, Naya. No, besides completing the senior survey, completing the Bright Future Scholarship application, completing the FAFSA if you're off to school or a technical school. And again, guys, if you need help with any of that, please, many of you have no problem reaching out, calling, emailing. We're here to assist you. We can't call you down to our office. But you can pick up the phone, shoot us an email, and we are here to help assist anything that you need as you transition here from high school onto the next phase, wherever that takes you. So keep up the good work. For those that are admittedly slacking, now is not the time for senioritis. You've come this far. So, you don't want Miss Bonadies on you. You don't want me calling every week. You don't want Miss Ballard, just Miss Kyle on you. Please make sure that you are hitting those courses every day, submitting work, wrapping it up, getting it done. Okay.
Is the US history EOC a requirement to graduate?
If you are in US history right now, yes. If you've already taken US history in the past, you don't need to worry about it. You would have been contacted and told if you needed anything else. Any other questions?
As of right now, I'm unable to fill out the FAFSA application. So is there any better alternative? Like, is there any other alternatives that I could use?
You can't complete the FAFSA application. How come?
Because when I went to put in my mom's credentials and my credentials, and then it said that she needs a FSA ID, I went to go and create her one, but it says her social security number is already associated with something.
Oh,
So
then you know what, Naya, I would call them up and get that resolved. They're really helpful. If you get stuck or confused, find the number there for the FAFSA, give them a call and they'll help you straighten it out. They're very helpful. Yes, Sadara, you are. Yep, and you qualify. Good job. What was the question in the chat box?
The question was, the board is it the HGPA or state?
Lee. Lee is the unweighted. Lee is the unweighted. Mhm. Yeah, Sadara, congratulations.
is there any other form of me getting scholarships besides Bright Futures?
There are tons of scholarships that are out there. The Bright Futures is pretty much a given. As long as you meet those 3 criteria. It doesn't matter, how much money your family makes, or any of that, but there are tons of scholarships out there, Naya. You just need to research and look. Some are for specific majors, some are for certain schools, some are for only girls. So I've got some sites and links. I think it might be on the senior webpage, but you can email me and I'll share some with you. But yeah, there's a lot of money out there for the other scholarships and things. You'll just need to do some local or national searches and get your hands on the applications and submit what they're looking for. Any other questions? And if you think of anything after we get off, after we hang up, you guys, know where to find me. Just give me a call and we can chat. So do well, continue to work hard. Again, May is going to be here. Graduation is going to be here before we know at the end of the year. And then you guys are gone. So stay diligent, stay focused. And if you need anything, reach out and we will see you again on Wednesday, May 10th. Or I'll hopefully see some of you before then. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Jesse, I don't know if I answered, if you heard me, for the chords, it's the unweighted GPA, which is the GPA.